No!
Mercury Wireless Company policy is pretty clear.
Oh,
I can talk to you
damn
up to
it.
a certain point, but if we go over, I have to involve corporate counsel. They've instructed me to answer your questions and give you access to any relevant data.
Understood. Thanks for your time.
Right.
Who had access to Rachel Trevino's voicemails?
According to our account record, only Ms. Trevino. There's no one else listed here. The only other persons with authorized access are myself, our customer representative team,
That's a
and
whole
a few
team.
independent technical
Mind you,
contractors.
team could be just 2 people. What evidence would support? You could examine it.
What about illegal access?
Hacking into the account? Hard to say, because that'd be illegal.
So if no one at Mercury did this, could someone have hacked into the account?
We work very hard to maintain the integrity of our system.
So no recent problems with break-ins or hacking?
Our security is very good, Detective.
You didn't answer her question.
No hacking at all. None. We've never had a single security breach.
No. Who said there were reports of break-ins? This one? Damn it! Right. Got one
Well,
strike
we didn't
already.
want this to go public, but yes, we are aware of some issues.
What happened exactly?
Attacks on the customer data, PIN numbers being stolen, that sort of thing.
So let's phone records.
We're going to need to check all activity on the phone over the weekend.
This isn't Big Brother, despite what you might think. We do track calls, text messages, and data downloads, but not every single interaction.
Really? You sure about that?
Well, there are other records, but those are internal and restricted. I'm not authorized to show you those.
Yes, you are. How do you know he's authorised? He's already got access to the accounts. And please, damn it!
You said council already authorized you to show us any relevant records. How about it, Mr. Gray?
Right, let's have a look at those.
Let's have a look at those restricted records, Mr. Gray.
We prefer not to share those personal customer records. It can project a negative corporate image. It would be a complete invasion of our customers' privacy. You guys need a warrant.
Okay. Fix this right. Get him out of jail. Legal warrant.
How about we go get that warrant? Then we can search your restricted records and it all goes public at trial. How do you think your customers will like finding out you kept secret information about them?
Oh my God. All right. All right. I'll look it up.
Deleting voicemail.
Could someone delete voicemails off a phone remotely?
Sure, that's a feature we offer.
How would they do it?
Easy. You just need to have the account PIN number, just like your bank ATM.
Ah. Could Rachel have deleted the voicemails remotely? No. She was already dead. I can only get one more wrong and have to start all over again.
We're conducting a murder investigation, Mr. Gray. We need to know what happened to those voicemails, and we need to know now.
Sure, we can go get a warrant if that makes you feel better.
But by that time, more of your customers might end up dead, like Rachel Trevino.
Uh-oh.
That makes for a very negative corporate image.
Yeah, all your
All
customers
right.
drop in.
There's no record of who exactly deleted the voicemails. But honestly, someone modified her account about 2 weeks ago.
Really?
Who?
This is embarrassing, but it was one of our own contractors. He's a bit of a hacker. He could have accessed her information. He did not have company permission to do this.
But why?
He's a strange guy, Detective. Very intense. His name is Tom Newberry. Here's his contact number. One thing, you might not want to call from your precinct.
Oh, why not?
Tom knows how to crack caller ID. He always knows who's calling and from where.
Thanks for the tip.
Ah. Ah, lovely. Don't need to play it. We played it twice already.
Weird place for an interview, Curtis.
Witness requested we meet here.
He thinks it's all a big game.
I get the impression he's young. His mom answered the phone when I first called. Speaking of games, good cop or bad cop?
Bad
Well,
cop,
perhaps he's meeting
definitely.
underground because of the
Suits
phone
me.
signals crap underneath there.
Call me Anonymous.
We already have your name and phone number, dumbass.
That's his new name, dumbass. What is FTP? What's FTP? What should we talk about? Let's go straight into it.
Did you know Rachel Trevino?
She mentioned your name on her blog.
She did? Oh my god, really?
wow.
What'd she say about me? Does she like me? Does she want to meet?
You sure you didn't know her?
He
Or
doesn't
want
know
to
she's
know
dead.
her? I mean,
Does
you're
she
smart,
wanna
Tom.
meet
All you had to
in
do
the
was hack in,
present
learn her
tense?
secrets, get close.
No, it's not like that.
But she still wouldn't have you. It drove you crazy. And then, things just got out of control. It's not your fault. Am I right?
Wait, what's not my fault? What are you talking about? Look, you gotta believe me. I didn't know this girl. I don't know any girls.
Do you believe him? Oh, yes. What makes you believe him? He's a nerd. He would never kill another nerd. It's against their code. Probably spends too much time online. Would not lie to a police officer. He sounds frightened enough. Tom's happiness was genuine. He spoke about Rachel in the present tense.
It's okay, Tom. I believe you. We believe you. Calm down.
Rachel was killed the other night. I just had to make sure you weren't playing us.
Uh-oh. Well, we still have to get the alibi.
Where were you on Saturday night?
Everywhere.
Tom, we can go
Online.
downtown right now if that's how you want to play it.
Sorry, I was online. On a raid.
Anyone corroborate this?
About 20 warriors in my guild.
Let me rephrase. Did anyone real see you?
Yeah,
His mum.
my mom. I live with her. She
Oh,
was
of
there the whole
course.
time.
You're too young to fledge out on your own yet. Don't be embarrassed about living with your mum. Times are hard. What makes this alibi plausible? Mother would never lie. Well, she's not there. Benson stated she knew Tom's mother from a previous case. Detective Curtis already knows Tom lives with him. Doesn't mean that he was there. Tom doesn't seem like the person, the type who gets out much. What makes this plausible? I'll go with this one, I think.
Yeah, I talked to your mom on the phone already. She know you're out this late?
Hilarious.
What is this?
So, Tom, how many FTPs do you have?
Where'd you learn that word? You're using that word wrong.
FTPs. Do you have them?
Someone taught you a computer word and you're using it wrong. Just stop.
We talked to some people at Mercury Telstar. You have a reputation there. People said you're good. Too good, maybe.
We thought you might have done something illegal, but they said their security is way too tough for you to crack.
Please, I wrote their security. The firewalls, the protocol encryption, it's all me, detective.
So, you could crack a voicemail account?
Stupid easy.
What about deleting voicemails?
In my sleep, detective.
And what did Mercury Telstar think of that?
Just stick with the Telstar for the
How
minute.
would your old company accuse you of hacking?
Mercury Telstar hates me. They'll accuse me of anything. I'm a rogue anarchist activist.
Is that because
Those
they owe
accounts are
you
my playground.
money
And you hacked Rachel
doing their
Trevino.
security?
I don't know. No. No. Why are you asking?
Your old company seems to think you did, and you apparently possess the skills.
No, I don't. Look, for instance, I couldn't have gotten through their firewall, right? No way. The protocol encryption alone is just way beyond my skill.
But you just said that something's not adding up. Tom stated he wrote the FTP packet. Yeah. Tom stated he wrote the system security. Yeah, that one. Hated him and would say anything to destroy him. He was an anarchist. No. He said he wrote it. You can't say you wrote it and then don't know how to
lying
get
twerp.
into it.
Totally not.
Anyone who
lying,
writes a
detective.
program always
Remember
has a
how
back
you were
door to
bragging
get back
on
in.
how you wrote the security?
Oh.
If it all goes belly up, then they can
Right.
sort it out.
That gives you means. Now we just need motive and opportunity.
Hey, wait a second. You didn't Mirandize me. I know my rights.
Oh, Tom, this is just an interview, not an arrest. So sorry. Miranda doesn't apply.
Uh-oh. So, anything? Let's go to that.
So, why would a nice guy like you want to delete voicemails?
Maybe I did. Maybe I didn't.
Oh, he's playing
First, can I
games.
tase this guy?
Tom, I think you're starting to irritate my partner.
You like games, Tom? Let's play a game. It's called Detective Benson Likes You for a Murder. I throw you in jail, and you try to survive as long as you can against the drug addicts and the gang members who live there. You can post the results on your blog.
I can picture the Facebook update now.
I just... Okay. There was another reason.
Right.
What is this another reason?
Well, I was paid to access the account, of course.
By
Oh,
who?
I don't want to say.
You better
No
say.
choice.
Or do we need to call your mom and tell her you're running a hacking ring out of her basement?
Oh, Jesus, no. Look, don't get her involved. That woman has enough problems. These people are powerful.
Names. We need names.
I
Get the
don't know their
names.
names.
But you know they're powerful? How does that work?
We only did
How?
business over the phone.
Sound keeps
They
going
had
up
their
and
caller
down. Is it
ID
with you?
blocked, so I never knew their names.
Probably. Missed that one.
You know what? Playtime is over. You better start coughing up solid answers or I'm throwing you in Rikers.
might not
and
know
your
their
mom
real
will have to
names.
spend her last
You
cent
might
to
know a
post your
nickname
bail.
or an
Okay,
online name.
but listen,
not know
I
their real
only
name.
hacked the accounts to sell the voicemail passwords.
Passwords? Plural?
Yeah, I did a lot of them. Celebrities, politicians, you name it. Then I sold the passwords to this lady named Gwendolyn Scott. She's like a PR flack.
Did she ask you to mess with Rachel's account?
Yeah? I figured it was corporate espionage or something. You know, what do I care? Let the capitalist pigs brawl in the mud. Who's it gonna hurt?
Rachel Trevino.
Have a great night, Deep Throat.
Should you have said that to a teenager? Because she might not understand what you was gonna what you were gonna say. They're petite butts.
We're going to start by what we call defining your moment.
Gwendolyn Scott?
Yes.
I'm Detective Ray Curtis. This is Detective Benson. We need to talk to you for a minute.
So sorry, I'm busy.
It's important.
You can't say that to the police over here.
My client is important. You can call my office.
You know, a guy named Tom Newberry just gave me this girl's number, PR flack. She likes to buy voicemail passwords and blackmail her clients. Maybe I'll call her instead.
Oh, that's your phone.
Five minutes. Was that fun, Detective?
Yep.
Sometimes I like to play rough.
Well, so do I. But a little charm can go a long way.
Well, let's be sarcastically charming.
Sorry, I promise this will only take a moment of your time. You're a busy girl.
Thanks. I appreciate it.
And I promise I won't make up extra questions as an excuse to talk to you longer.
All right, Romeo, settle down. Ask away.
Aha. Celebrity gossip. Let's go with Tom.
Do you know Tom Newberry?
Which
No.
will lead us to Rach. Is she being honest? She said no too quickly. I mean, how many times when someone says to you, do you know a certain person, you have to stop and think whether you've ever heard that name before. Not just say it straight away.
He says he knows you. That's how we got your name.
A lot of people know me.
Do a lot of people call you?
Not the right people.
Sure. Let's get back on to...
Does the name Rachel Trevino mean anything to you?
No. Should it?
She was murdered last night. We found her body at the Parkview Regency.
Oh, poor girl. As if life isn't tough enough for housekeeping.
Huh? How does she know she was a housekeeping? Why is she suddenly actually nice? Does she know? How does she know about life as a housekeeper? How does she know Rachel's name? How does she know Rachel about housekeeping?
I didn't say anything about her being with housekeeping.
I must have read it in the paper.
Nothing's been released to the papers yet.
It must have been gossip. You know how these things get around, Detective.
Well, it went round pretty quick. They even had a donut
Tom
between
Newberry
breaks
already
yet.
told us you knew her.
Oh, that Rachel. Of course. My mistake. I can be such an airhead.
Right.
So if I look up your phone records and Tom Newberry called you, and you talked to him more than once, now, would I be crazy to think you're lying to me?
I'd say you were just jealous.
What? Do you feel like she's cooperating? No, I don't. I think she's full of herself. What do you base this feeling on? People in public relations can never be trusted. She has yet to answer a single question truthfully. She's getting angry and that's a sign of guilt. Tom Newberry says she was difficult to deal with. She's not answered a single question truthfully.
I'm not the jealous type, Miss Scott, and I don't like playing games. You knew him.
Fine. Yes, we did business. I paid him for insider information.
Aha. Thank you.
You paid Tom for what, exactly?
Passwords. I paid Tom for access to voicemail accounts.
Well, I hope you
So
paid
you
a
could
lot.
delete Rachel Trevino's voicemails?
Look, I really shouldn't say.
Did you want to keep her quiet? Miss Scott, were you involved in her murder?
No, I did delete Rachel's voicemails, yes, but I did it for someone else. On someone else's orders. Understand?
Do you believe her? Yes. Now slap her around and get the truth. How do you know for sure? Tom's confirmed that she paid for access to the account, but never personally deleted the voicemails. Her statement must be true because it makes her look guilty. James Gray confirmed that Tom Newberry deleted voicemails during a hacker attack. Her statement is true because she is attracted to Curtis and is trying to impress him. Well, I don't know what's her. I think she's just trying it on to get away with stuff. That one. That
All
he
right,
didn't
I'm
do.
listening. Why don't you tell me a little more? Was someone else involved?
Go on then. Somebody else.
Who asked you to delete the voicemails?
A client.
Keep
I really
asking.
can't tell you.
Yes, you
I'm
can.
gonna find out anyway. I'm actually pretty good at this detective thing.
Well, crap. I guess it's all over for me anyway. Here's the deal.
The point
I
is,
gave
if you're
Rachel's
hiding the
password
name,
and voicemails to my usual
you're part
buyer,
of the crime.
Alexander Baron.
You really want people like
Alexander
that in your
Baron,
life?
as in CEO of Wider Media? The Russian guy who owns like half the television stations in America?
The very same. Baron bought Rachel's voicemail access from me a few weeks ago, and then told me to delete them all.
Well, no choice but to. There'd be no reason for her to say something like that as a lie. What evidence supports your feeling? Why, the media? What was a note in Rachel's notebook? Well, yeah. Alexander Baron was named in Rachel's note. James Gray stated that Wider Media owns Mercury Telstar. Alexander Baron is listed in Rachel's phone account. I think we'll go with the notebook.
Wider Media. Rachel wrote that in her day planner. It didn't click until now. Miss Scott, why was Alexander Baron interested in Rachel Trevino? She's a maid. He's a Russian billionaire. I don't get it.
Rachel Trevino was not a hotel maid. She was an activist, a blogger, and she had uncovered some dirty, dirty secrets about Alexander Baron. He's a very bad boy detective.
What did she find out?
Baron has a problem keeping it in his pants, especially when it comes to housekeeping staff. We've had to cover up a few unsavory encounters. Rachel tried to set up a sting going undercover at the hotel, and I honestly don't know what happened after that, but I think she got in over her head.
Did Baron kill her?
And this is where my lawyer would advise me to keep my mouth shut.
Hey?
Come on, Gwen.
Oh, now it's Gwen. I like that. Okay, look, all I'm gonna say is the Parkview Regency Hotel has a front desk, right? Ask them who stayed there on Saturday.
Continue, not replay.